25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Makes the catch, and he's free. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. He's got the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Got a man, it's Moore. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires quickly. Oh, he got loose. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Applies the pressure. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mensa steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Line getting set on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing, Mensa. He's got his man, makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Lofton. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. With the catch, it's Lofton. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The run inside. It's Pringle. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Fires to the tight end. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Trying to run the screen, and it was almost picked off. It'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Hit as he throws. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Canes will try to convert on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Miami! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Pringle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. He's got it on the right. Oh, caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Pringle. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game.
Finding some room. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Might be changing the route. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Mensah. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Clemson is quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking for a man, it's Reynolds. Bringing the heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Touchdown, Tigers. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Throwing, Mensah. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up in the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Darren Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Takes a hit as he fires. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. Then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Shakes off the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Unloads to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Into the secondary on the right. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Breaks the tackle. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Timeout taken here by the offense. 5 seconds showing on the clock. They'll have an opportunity to put up points, either throwing to the end zone or maybe trying a field goal here.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 18 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Bruins, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Here's Mensah to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, in that down of business, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He's got him this time.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The throw. And the misconnection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Making side adjustments here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Mensah. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing, Mensah. Caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Reads it, fires complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Offense gets set for second down. Just feeds the running back. Fights off a defender. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Hey, the ball is out behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Makes the grab in their space.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Here's Mensah to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Going to take a shot. Upstairs, he's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. First and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences. Snags it, and he's open. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Mensah. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket.